trunk, I open up, I sold my soul a good price.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Digital Worm. This is a YouTube exclusive video I'm making. It's not just for YouTube, it's going to be for an article I'm writing as well. It's called 10 Days of Kenshi. I have now been playing this game for 10 days and I've learned a lot and I've done some things and had some success. When I came into the game, I had basically 3 goals. I wanted to create a self-sustaining environment. I wanted to make money and be financially secure so I could buy whatever I wanted to in game. And thirdly, I wanted to build up an army. I have successfully done the first 2 points. I made a super cool base. I have gone infinite as far as food and finances, and I'm gonna go through what I did and how I did it in this video. So I hope you like it, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got this super sweet base. I really like my base a lot. It has done very well, and I want to talk about some things I've done here. So as far as the location of the base, when I first started playing this game, I immediately started streaming, and some of the people in chat were very helpful, and they suggested that I go to the border zone and start doing my thing there. So I went to this town called the Hub. Now the Hub is a pretty sweet place. There is, however, only one store. It's right here in town when you first go in, but then there's a rebel base here that also has a store. Let's blow this out a little bit. Alright, so ignore this. This was my first attempt at building a base. It did not go very well. So I've got the stack here, and I've got Squin down here. Both are pretty quick runs, so if I've got stuff I need to sell, and I buy out the base and the hub, it's not a problem just to go hit up these 2 towns. Really not a big deal at all. I started up here somewhere and actually ran down here. As you can see, I've done quite a bit of exploring. And I still have quite a bit of exploring left to do. But I eventually made it down here. And the first thing I did was go mine copper. I highly recommend mining copper as you're building up your finances and putting together a team and getting recruits. That's the first thing I did. And then I saw a YouTube video where the creator said that I should make this armor and sell it. And it's the armor I'm currently wearing on all of my characters, Trader's Leathers. And it's not bad. It's light armor class. It's actually pretty decent for what it is. And you can make it, as soon as you start leather crafting, and it's a pretty good deal. And between the issue there was that I was constantly having to buy leather and running back and forth from all the towns to get leather and cloth for my armor smith to make this stuff. So if I had to go back and do it all over again, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go that route. I would have stuck with mining copper and probably farming, and I'll tell you why. You could make hemp or cotton farms. I went with hemp, and it's really easy to go infinite with the cloth. Let's go over here, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So I've got these hemp farms, and I've got all kinds of hemp here. These storage containers hold 250. As you can see, I've since stopped farming. And I'm going to explain why in a minute. So I've got all these storage areas. They're now empty because I've sold everything. Check this out. Samurai cloth pants. These sell for $372 at standard grade, but it does not take long, especially once you go infinite on cloth, to get that up to high grade as well as specialist grade. Specialist grade sells for about 1,400 cats, which is the currency for Kenshi. It only takes one piece of fabric to make these pants. As you can see here, I have 5 different storage units, every single one of them maxed out with cloth. So that's one way that I've gone infinite. So that's what I recommend doing, is going somewhere that doesn't care about hemp. And if you do settle in a place, you can always go with cotton and do the same thing. It's not a big deal. I have a ton of hemp storage here for whenever I want to go ham again with hemp, like if I need money. But as you can see, I've amassed over 100,000 cats within 10 days, and I have a team of almost 30 people. On top of that, I've gone infinite with food. So let's go check out that. Gonna run down here. The windmills aren't doing much, that's fine, because my people aren't even working at the moment. Actually, it's over here. So this is my food storage bin. And I placed this here. It's over halfway full. And this is my second food storage bin. And the reason I place it here is because I usually keep guys on the turrets here. And that's their job, so I wanted them to have easy access to food. Alright, now my second one is here, in this building. Come over here. And it is completely full. I have 2 cooking stations. One making chew sticks out of cactus, and one making dustwich, which is essentially a cactus sandwich. And I really like the dustwich because it has 70 nutritional value, whereas the chew sticks only have 20. But you want to do both because we have such an abundance of cactus. I have a ton of farms here. I've got like 7 or 8 extra large size cactus farms, either large or extra large, whatever the biggest I could make. I also have several wheat farms, as you can see, and that's for making bread. And the bread goes into a bread basket, it doesn't go into normal food storage. And then this brings me to the second way I found to make money, and that's by creating Cactus Rum. When I have an abundance of cactus, I'll make rum with it. So here's my rum station. And then here's my rum storage. I currently have 18. These sell for about 500 a piece. So 500 a piece for rum, plus, anywhere from 500 to 1400 for cloth, and I'm pretty set. But that's not all. I now make super amazing weapons. And these katanas that I've been making sell for close to 2K each. And none of it's costing me anything except for labor, right? So it's a pretty sweet way to make some cash, and none of this happened overnight. I over the course of 10 days I probably put in 40 plus hours. But as you can see here, these things sell for 1,967 cats. They are model number Katoon number 1. They're very, very good katanas, so I can make money that way. So that's 3 ways I can basically make money. And I can make a lot of money really quickly, as you can see over here with 103 cats in the bag. Now, you're not going to start off there. It took a lot of grinding for me to get to this point. So I want to stress that if I had to go back and do it all over again, I would definitely... Alright, so when I first started playing, I was mining copper, and almost all of my money was going towards getting recruits, which is a part of the game. And B, getting food to feed the people. That's surprisingly difficult. So you got to feed your army, with the exception of some races. But almost my entire army are Greenlanders, Scorchlanders, and these dudes, the Shek. Really good sized army. Everyone is outfitted exactly the same right now because it's all pretty basic. Because everything I've done has been centric to this base. I haven't really gone out and gotten any of the super high-end research books, like engineering research, and I've only gotten a few of the ancient books that you get for doing research. As you can see here, everything I have left requires ancient science books and engineering research. So I'll get to the purpose of that in a second. I really don't see the need for corpse disposal or imprisonment with what I'm doing. Definitely lots of electrical stuff. I should probably make these batteries at some point, but right now I don't even really need the base to function because I'm set. I've got, you know, essentially infinite food and infinite money at my disposal whenever I need it to be. And I do rely on wind power, but I do have a generator as well that I can use in case of emergencies, which is over here. I have 3 wells set up as well as a water tank. All of these wells are full. And so here's my fuel storage. I've been having to buy this. You can make biofuel using green fruit. However, green fruit doesn't really grow in this environment. I did not realize that because I was a noob. So I have since gone away from using a generator. But I just put the fuel into there and it'll run quite a bit of my base, at least during the daytime when the wind isn't really picking up. Alright, so farming. If I had to go back and do it all over again, I would go with farming first. I wouldn't worry about building walls or really creating much of a base. You can create a farm decently close to town. No one's going to mess with you once you've got some recruits in. And I would start immediately. I wouldn't worry about food right off the bat. I would worry about money right off the bat. You can do that with copper mining, and then I highly recommend creating those cloth pants. Alright, I'm just gonna wait, so never mind. Alright, next up. Before we go there, I want to talk about my walls. My original gate was here by this road. It gave me easy access to both the hub as well as the this is the one area, the rebel base. That's right there. That's how close that is. And then the town is right there. Super close, right? This is about as close as I could build my base to these areas. And I put the gate here because it gave me easy access. However, it would not let me build ramps up onto the wall, so I couldn't make turrets. And when I was still pretty weak, people would come bust down my gate and come running into town, and you know, they'd whip my ass and roll out. So I built this triple lock system over here because it was essentially the only place I could do it. So it's like a figure 8 kind of configuration. I've got 3 gates here. I've got 2 turrets here, 3 turrets here, and then 2 more right here. Nobody really busts down through this now. Now, they will try to come through the wall, but I have 3 decent engineers at this point. DW needs to go get some food, apparently. And they can repair the wall almost as fast as some people try to break it down. And my gunners on my turrets, as you can see here, are no joke. 75, 79, 69, 71, 79, 80, and 78. These guys on the turrets are very good. Now most people don't even break through the first gate anymore. They just get shot down immediately, which is awesome. Oops. Stop. DW. DW was my first character and therefore kind of my main character. But anyway, they're going to try to break through all these gates and go through this wall right here, according to the AI. That's what it always does. So my turreters plus the engineers, plus I just bring my whole army over here and just let them hang out in case the engineers fail and can't repair the wall fast enough. So once I got to this point, it was very hard for anybody to mess with me at all. When I first started, and what I recommend other people doing is going to this. I definitely recommend this area for sure. The first thing I did was I bought this building for super cheap. It was like 4,000 cats. I kind of set up some workstations in here, as I'm going to show you. See, here's some food storage, which currently has nothing in it. Here's armor storage, cloth storage, leather storage. This is where I was making my trader's leathers. And on the second floor is my research bench. And then above this building next door. This is when things started to drastically change for me. This is like a makeshift hospital area. And here I've got, this is where I was making some med kits. Yeah, basic first aid kits, which are pretty nice. But then I upgraded that, and now I can make standard first aid kits because, once again, I grow hemp. And it requires 1 fabric and 1 hemp to make the standard first aid kit, which is substantially better than the basic. What all do I have here? Don't really have a whole lot going on here. As you can see, once I got these 2 buildings, I started kind of tearing some stuff down. I still use this hospital area if my base gets raided by a really strong group and they decide to occupy for a while. I'll come up here, bring everybody up here, let them get rested up, put some food in that food storage area, and yeah, just kind of run out of these 2 buildings for a while I recoup. Pretty nice little area. Here's the bar. It's the only place in town you can sell anything. This whole area is pretty run down, but it's kind of how I like it. There's no holy nation or anything to deal with. The only people you deal with on a regular basis are going to be the dust bandits, and they're no big deal, especially at the point where I'm at now. I have 2 archers now that are very good. I recruited both of them at pretty much their current levels. This guy is 41 on crossbows, and then Stone is 51 on crossbows. And then I've got my 3 engineers are also archers, and they're all noob archers. They're not very good. They shoot their own dudes a lot, but they'll get better. So, yeah, doing it all over again. I would come to the hub. I'd get started immediately with copper mining. There's 2 copper mines in this general vicinity. I've got copper storage set up at both of them. One's right there. And then the other one's a little closer over here somewhere. So they're both really close to the base, and you can make a lot of money really fast with copper. But as soon as you start getting some money together and getting some recruits, I definitely recommend a hemp or cotton farm to start putting some cloth together. And maybe build a little building where you can have someone turning the products into cloth, and then have another person working on creating the armor. This is my armorer, and his skill is really high considering all he's made is those pants mostly. Yeah, 76 armor smithing, which is really good. I definitely recommend giving that a shot. Once you start building a base, I would definitely start working on food creation, because that's going to save you a ton of money and hassle and running around in the long run. Also, this stuff should seem pretty obvious, but the stone mines and the iron mine, you definitely want that, because building all this stuff takes a lot of iron plates, it takes a lot of building materials, and that's how you get those 2 products right there. This is my hospital over here. This is kind of like my main food and rum building. This is kind of a random station set up, and then this is armor and weapons. Pretty sweet setup, if I do say so myself. I'm really happy and proud with this. This triple lock gate system has been amazing. I really noobed out by putting my gate here in the beginning over here where I couldn't put any ramps. So that was a hassle. So I've gone infinite on food, gone infinite on the money, and now I'm going to the 3rd and final step, which is to run around, start fighting people, start getting some of these books I need. So I need some books, and I want to do some more research on things, and I want to explore the world and meet new people and kill them. That's my plan. That's where I'm at right now. This video is going to accompany a full tutorial on where I'm at in the game after 10 days, and now after only 10 days I was able to go infinite with both food and money. I feel like I'm definitely ahead of the curve, especially being so new to the game. I have done a lot of research independently as far as reading up on things on the internet, as well as watching YouTube videos. And I highly recommend, if you're going to play Kenshi, that you do the same thing. Definitely do some independent research and you know, find out the information that you want as you need it. I definitely have the benefit as a streamer of having people come in and give me help as I need it. It's been a huge help for me, and I really appreciated everyone who has come in and helped me out. JVP, Mylock, a couple other guys, been a huge help. So now my army is pretty much 30 people deep. 29 I think is the exact number, so 12, 22, 29, yeah, 4 squads here, 29 total characters. And let's go over this real quick just to give you an idea. Only 3 on crossbows because he's new, but he's 19 and 29 as far as attacks go. And I have really great weapons and decent armor on all these guys now. 17, 27, but once again about to be an archer. 5 and 9, but becoming an archer. So here we get into some of our other guys. Kang's pretty strong. Nines needs some work. Pretty much all these guys need work. Some of them are very new recruits. Peas is okay. Hammett isn't terrible. Gin's okay. Jumper's pretty good. Gecko's good. Stone's fine. You can definitely tell who I've had for a while and who's new. And that's why I'm taking the whole crew route to fight, is so I can get these new guys some experience without them dying all over the place, because that's really inconvenient. Tuner's probably one of my stronger fighters. I think Ruka and Rune the Giant are probably my #1 fighters here. So that's the plan, and starting this week on stream, I'm not going to be streaming this game quite as much because this game really took over. It's really addictive. I'm going to do a full review of the game on the website, thedigitalworm.com, which is my website, but yeah, that's going to be coming up in the next few weeks, as well as the video and article that go with what I'm doing right now. But yeah, as far as streaming goes, I'm still going to stream this game once or twice a week, and I'm going to most likely just be going out fighting and training my dudes up, because I've accomplished every single goal so far, except for that one. That's kind of the end game for me, is go around, maybe get a few more recruits, make everybody nice and strong, and then I can do pretty much whatever I want. So that's going to be it. I just wanted to give you guys an update, and you can watch this video as you read through the articles that'll be coming up on my website within the next few weeks. And you can always ask me a ton of questions. You can pop into my stream and ask me questions there. I'm by no means an expert on this game, but I do feel like some of the things I've done have put me way far ahead with other people who are on the same level. I made some bonehead mistakes, but I've done a lot of trial and error. But at the end of the day, it's all worked out to create this super sweet base where I can do pretty much whatever I want. I can build more farms. I've got a little bit more room over here to do stuff. I've got some room back here to do stuff. I definitely recommend keeping your base nice and tight when you first start off. It's going to be easier to defend that way. Yeah, pretty sweet in my opinion. I'm really happy with this game. I got really obsessed with it right off the bat. It was my life for about a week and a half. And this is what came out of that. In just 30 to 40 hours of gameplay, I was able to do this. And now it's all about skilling up and going to find more research books so I can do even cooler things. So, thanks for hanging out, and check you guys out next time. Make sure to watch me play this game on stream, and look out for more videos, more Kenshi videos coming from the Digital Worm. Alright, thanks for hanging out. Make sure to leave some comments below if you like the content or have any questions or want to talk about something you want to see. So until next time, I'm the Digital Worm. Peace out.